Hey guys, this is Nicole again. I'm just going to do a little quick video showing some of the things that I've been working on in my craft this week. So the first thing we've got here is some recycled silk sari ribbons. So a few years ago I got some damaged silk saris sent over from India, and I've been slowly using them for different things, and this is just tearing strips off them and neatening up the edges. When I neatened up the edges of these, I found I got a lot of loose threads, which I've been using in some of my other crafts as well because there's some beautiful colours to them. So I had a bit of a play around with some fibre beads. So these ones are just some coloured yarn with some of that silk wound around the top of them. I haven't really worked too much on trying to seal them or keep them in shape yet, so I have to play around further with that and see what I can come up with. So here's a paper bead with the silk wound around it too. Gives some interesting colours. So this one looks a little bit different because it's been sealed, so it does sort of dull the colour a little bit, but it does help to give it a bit of stability and a bit of waterproofing. Here are some more tube beads that I've been working on with just different recycled papers. So these are some of the anime books or manga books that I picked up, and this one I believe was from a dictionary perhaps. So I've been playing around a bit with different paper beads. I haven't actually made them for a really long time. I used to make them out of wrapping paper and scrap paper when I was a little kid, but wanted to give it a go again. I like the effect that you get from the different shades and colours showing, different shades showing through there. No new colours there. And I've been playing around with some different envelopes for some projects. So once again, these are from the manga books. Some sheet music ones. And this was from a Kids Fairies book that was falling apart, and I just loved some of the pictures on it, so I'll play around a bit more with that. But this was using just a commercial envelope as a template for those ones, but then I came up with these ones because I wanted a specific size for a project that I was working on and couldn't find anything out there, so I've made up my own design for those. So this one is a bit more square and doesn't necessarily look as good like that, but it's quite nice open and gives you a lot more room to tuck things into. And this is the same design, which is designed to look a bit better closed rather than open, a bit more of the traditional envelope shape. So here's just a quick little tassel that I made with some of the silk, and a few more tassels with some of the yarns that I picked up. And these circles were actually a part of a belt I picked up from the op shop maybe about a year or so ago, but they just go really well with those. And I'm not sure what I'll end up making with these. Some of them may end up being like statement necklace pendants. I might make a few as earrings. Some of them might go on journals. I haven't quite decided yet. And this is just a fun little scrappy journal that I made up just to try out a few different techniques. So you got some fluffy silk on the side, and it has some silk that wraps around it to hold it shut. Just a quick flip through. So I haven't completed this yet. I've just done a few pages here and there, but just having a little bit of fun with it. So you got some little pockets with some tucks there. These were just from a sheet of scrapbooking paper that I had, and I really like the look of the little, I guess, fake vintage postcards. Another little tag in there. Little picture. So these pictures came from a, I don't know the artist's name, I can't remember it off the top of my head, but she did a series of like address books and things like that, and some beautiful pictures in them. Little envelope with a little tuck in there. Little fold down tag, you can put something else on that side of it. Once again, just some vintage scrapbook images. A doily that I've inked up a little bit. So the pages that I used for this, apart from some inking on the edges, this is all actually natural colouring. I do want to have a bit of a play around with aging some papers, doing some tea staining perhaps, but I haven't gotten around to that yet. So you can see along the edges here I've just put a little bit of ink on there to make them look a bit older. And this one I had an old pattern envelope that the pattern had disappeared a long time ago, so I thought that'd be a fun little thing. Put a couple of little fabric bits there, open it up and you've got the details for the pattern, and then you've got the actual pattern picture in there. And the other side of the doily. So that's what I've been working on this week. Hopefully I'll make a few more things during the week and be able to post again next week with some more interesting crafts for you. Thank you for watching.